Trump was elected, things changed, and we knew that he would target Hunter, and we just could not let our son go to jail on a charge that no one would go, no one has ever gone to jail for.
So she didn't want the Trump DOJ to do to Hunter Biden what the Biden DOJ did to Trump. Got it. Here's a few quick things that most people don't know about the cases brought against Trump. One of the prosecutors had left the Biden DOJ and went to join the law firm that brought the 34 felony counts against Trump. You know, the falsifying business records charges that could have been misdemeanors, that are usually misdemeanors but were upgraded to felonies. How can people not see that this was politically motivated? In most cases, people would be like, you know what, this guy's a former president, we're not even going to bring these charges. Or you know what, we're going to charge these as misdemeanor because this guy's a former president. Instead of showing any kind of grace because he was a former president, they chose to upgrade these charges. I'm sure you can take any president, like they say, show me the man and I'll find the crime. They can take any president, and if they really want to go through their life with a fine-tooth comb, find something that they can charge them with. That's what they did with Trump. They were looking for things to charge him with. Also, E. Jean Carroll's case never should have been able to have been brought. New York changed its statute of limitations laws for those type of cases for 1 year. 1 year only, the year that E. Jean Carroll filed this case. Oh my gosh. I don't know if New York did that for her to file the case or they did that and she took advantage of it, but definitely kind of fishy. Why change the statute of limitations laws for 1 year only? That happens to coincide with all of this before the next election. Also, E. Jean Carroll said her case was not funded by outside funding. It was. It was a Democrat who has said that his goal is to oppose Trump, who funded her lawsuit against Trump. I believe deep down Joe Biden knew. She knew what that administration, that DOJ, basically the whole Democrat machine did to weaponize the justice system against Trump, and that they would after Trump. What she was afraid of is payback and retribution. That is why they ended up, after all the time saying, we're not going to pardon Hunter Biden, not going to pardon Hunter Biden. That's why Hunter Biden got pardoned. That's why she supported it. That's why she was afraid of what the next administration would do, because what if we get what we deserve? What if what we did gets done to us? If you don't believe me, look up some of this stuff. Not that there was no truth to some of these charges. I'm sure you could say that about many presidents, many business owners, and E. Jean Carroll should never have been able to bring the charges that she brought against Trump. Also, this was a civil suit that E. Jean Carroll brought against Trump. You only need to have 51% certainty, so half plus maybe a tiny bit for somebody to be found liable in a civil case. This was not a criminal case. He was not found guilty of a crime. He was found liable, and it only needs to be pretty much halfway likely to be true for somebody to be found liable. So please, do some research. Whether you like Trump or not, we should be able to look back, hindsight is 20/20, and see with some clarity that there was definitely some political motivation here.